And I thought this right here was so hilarious to me. Gelo Ball, former basketball player, now rapper, I suppose, was dealing with Nikki Baby, right? Left her like 2 months after she had their baby girl, went and got with a whole nother woman, lied and said the girl was pregnant. Now I'm wondering, was it a lie that came from him or did she lie? I don't know. Some lies was in it. He ended up marrying the girl and then gets on a podcast trying to say that the girl forced him to marry her, which I don't believe. Then she gets pregnant, which is why I think they really got married because she ended up getting pregnant. She just had their little girl not too long ago, a few weeks ago. She says he was horrible the entire pregnancy. He was absent, all of that. She has apologized to Nikki Baby after calling her a racist, disrespecting the hell out of her, doing all kind of stuff on social media. And she had came back and she apologized. Now, him and Nikki Baby were seen at their daughter's birthday party. He says that he regrets what he did to her, and had he like hindsight or whatever, he would have just stayed down and stayed with Nikki Baby, right? Well, Nikki Baby, shout out to her because just because you want to get back don't mean you finna get back. And now she is taking him to child support court. And what has me screaming the most is the fact that Miss Ma'am says she only brings in about $4,000, but her bills are over $31,000. I think she said it's 30 some $1,000 are her bills, but a good portion of that she said somebody else is taking care of it, right? I feel like she trying to finesse him, and I am totally here for it. I have been laughing my ass off because one thing I don't believe is that Nikki Baby is broke. She just got that money funneling through some other areas to hit him
Yeah,
up.
I think I was about to say the same thing. Cause isn't her family rich? They own a bunch of strip clubs or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't think she has the money coming directly to her, but she could if they just put her ass on payroll. So I do think that she is trying to finesse. But that's what happens.
And he's now asking the courts to pull her bank statements. I'm screaming.
Wow. I mean, I just don't understand. I mean, I guess essentially I do understand the psychology of you choosing to be with an ain't shit ass nigga because finding somebody that's on your same level would require more from you. Like it almost seemed like she wouldn't be able to be herself if she got with somebody that was more financially and mentally on her and her family's level. So she has to get with like a ignorant, biracial nigga so that she can still be like the sexy Nikki Baby while trying to attain this traditional family structure that she values.
Mm.
To me, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I think that what is actually naturally happening, which is you having to be a single mother in a multi-generational home with your parents, you and your kids, I think that is ideal, and I think you should stick with that. And I think any man that you fuck with should have to, like, basically buy you out of the house that you're living in with your parents and your kids. Like, they should be coming with all of the things, marriage and all of that before you're willing to, like, leave your parents' home because why? Because why?
Right.
Like, you really
Mhm.
went and had babies with this to me, like, girl, you coulda went and had IVF for all of this. Like, I don't
True.
know listen,
True.
I don't know why everybody be so mad at Ebony K. Williams, but to me, I would rather have the baby on my own if I know that's what I really want than to
Yeah,
Yeah.
you was
have
gonna
to
do it on
deal
your
with
own
these
anyway.
stupid ass niggas.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
think
god.
Jello does a terrible job of communicating. I notice when he talks, he bounces his knee a lot. And I'm like,
Um,
I think you have severe anxiety, whatever childhood trauma you got. Like, you really need to sit down on somebody's couch. But he's like, he doesn't want to have to do the therapy for whatever reason. And I think that's the biggest issue between the two of them. I don't even know how they got this far because I think mentally he does not meet her where she is. But I do think financially they are on the same level. According to her records, he brings in over $600,000 a month, which
Spiritually
would
too.
still be
wow.
well over what she gets. But
They both
yeah, I think that's an exaggeration, but I do think they probably on the same level financially. But mentally, hell no, it's not worth it.
actually, I think now that I'm thinking about it, what they have in common is that they don't, and this is most people, they don't really like themselves. I think that we seen by all of the surgeries that she got that she never really felt beautiful unless she, and that's why she does all of this extra performative shit, because she doesn't feel beautiful just as. She has to do all this other shit in order to be, to feel beautiful about herself. And that's sad, but that's the reason why she would connect with a man that also you could tell doesn't have a lot of confidence in the way he speaks or his intellect.
Mm-hmm.
Tall and you could shoot a fucking ball, but you're probably an idiot, and people have your daddy probably been calling you an idiot your whole life and never probably had any real patience with you when it came to school and you understanding things. Just shoot the fucking ball, son, because you ain't gonna do shit else. So
I shut up and dribble.
listen,
Oh,
I
wow.
saw a podcast with him and his brother, and you could tell like the brother can speak. He
Mm-hmm.
cannot, to the point that they was like the other men are like, nigga, can you explain? What are you saying?
Right.
Really?
Right.
Men don't understand. And that makes me feel like he has a lot of anxiety around verbally expressing himself, and he might have had some difficulties early on that didn't get any patience. And so
Mm-hmm.
now I think I'm stupid because I don't always know how to like speak, and she thinks she's ugly, and that's why she had to get all those surgeries, and that's how they would end up like lashing
Yeah.
on to each other. Sad, but probably the case.
Yeah. It's a lot of that. Okay. Next child support case I want us to get to, and this isn't really a case, but Gilbert Arenas talks about his child support sitting up here with Evelyn Lozada, which I thought was kind of interesting because I could have sworn, didn't Laura Govan do a sit down with Carlos where I think she wanted that work from Evelyn, and then now Evelyn sitting down with the baby daddy talking about this, because I think she said she bumped into her at the store or something like that, and she went the other way. It was something like that.
I missed it because I don't like them Govan girls, so I don't be running to listen to them say nothing. But,
yeah, I think it was like last year. But let's see what he talks about, because he's saying he paid $244,000 in child support a month.
Oh, that sounds like so much, but you're a millionaire. Shut the fuck up. Gilbert Arenas wasn't a millionaire?
I was like, so with the child support, so there's like all this, you always hear things, right? So I know you were paying like a crazy amount at some point, right?
Yep.
So does that change once you retire? Is that like the issue with the court and going back?
Yeah. So, different states have different rules. So different states is friendlier to men than others, right? So
But California
and New York. Yeah, you are hit across the head. So we in Cali use a dissomaster. So it's not about how much you have, it's about how much you make, right? So let's say you're a billionaire, but you don't make anything, right? It's like everything says you're not making anything, you don't have to pay child support. Right? If you're making $300,000 and you have zero in the savings, they're going off that $300,000, and that's what you're paying child support off of. So they just put your number in, put how many days or your percentage of seeing them. They put, the woman's income in number, which obviously whoever makes the money is not going to like. And then you fight. One's fighting to get it down, one is fighting to keep it there or go up. Right? So, during my battle, the number was 244. So 244,000 a month. So that's what, I was offering nice little 20. You got a little 20, little dub. We good. Laughed at that dub. Nigga, please. Right. But then, that's what the battle was about the whole time.
244,000 a month is insanity. Like,
actually,
that's 3 children.
It was 4.
4 kids.
Yeah, no, it's not.
The bad. It wasn't even a bad part, but it was. And then I paid for school, and then I paid for the house, and then I paid for nanny. So it's like, what is the 244 for?
So then you retire, right? So you're not making the same income.
Yeah. So once my income dropped, I went in there like I don't make that kind of money to support, the child support. So right off the jump, it dropped from 44,000 to about 7 overnight. Yeah. Child support kicking my ass. Stay down.
Yeah. So it's like, okay. So with the child support, so there's like all this, you always hear things, right? So I know you were paying like.
I just want to say that I looked it up. That nigga had a $62 million contract as his last contract. $62 million.
So 20,000 is sickening. What was that gonna cover?
And for 4 fucking children, she got paid $244,000 a month. That only ended up being a little under $3 million a year.
Weren't they married though? Or no?
I thought
they
they
were
were.
married. I thought there
They
probably
may
would have
have
been some
been.
spousal
But
support. Maybe not.
4 fucking children, and you made $62 million off of one of your contracts?
How long was the contract for?
I was trying to see, but I'm not sure. They said it was the remainder of his previous large contract with the Wizards or the Magic.
And then he ended up taking the kids from her, I thought.
I think so.
I thought he ended up getting full custody or something.
But to me, I feel like what ends up happening most of the time is y'all niggas don't actually like spend your money properly. And so when these things happen and it comes time for you to pay for your kids and your wife and whatever, now you don't have the same amount of money, but you were spending with reckless abandon. And, you know, eventually you get to a point you don't have money and now you're going to act like the lady is hitting you up when at the end of the day, you made $62 million over a course of a few years, which is still a lot of money to make. And who knows outside of the contract, because he could have been making shit off of other deals. We've seen, you know, Gilbert on television shows and all of that. So I don't believe for a second that you couldn't afford it. I just think y'all don't like paying a lot of money for women. Y'all are no longer fucking, and you wanted to give her $20,000 a month for 4 children. Nigga, I hope you choke. Are you serious?
Truly. And I also wanted to point out how he mentioned, you know, I was paying for school, I was paying for the nanny, I was paying for this. Child support is simply to reimburse the primary parent for the expenses that they incur for having an additional load. So he's not saying that he probably seen the kids a handful of times a year, and she had them 100% of the time, pretty much. So you still got to reimburse her for her time, for the extra electricity bill because she got all 4 kids in the house. So yeah, it doesn't matter. You should be paying for child support plus the daycare and nanny and all that stuff, because this is the thing. Stop having so many kids if you don't realize that when you leave, you still have to support the mother, and that's the fucking problem for me, because you use this woman as a vessel for her to have the kids for you. And then once you stop fucking with the woman, you think that you still don't owe anything to her. That's the cost once you decide to get somebody pregnant, not once, but 3 times over, and then leave her with the children almost full time. You should be paying it. Maybe a lot of y'all niggas will stop getting people pregnant and thinking that that comes at no cost, that you don't have to support the woman. Like, that's a responsibility that you pick up in the long run. People are so fucking stupid.
Yeah, 4 kids.
Yeah, I don't care if you're making $20 down to the Amazon.
And
they
then
want the percent.
it was all well and good to get with somebody that was smart and astute when you could use her as an arm piece, right? 2-parent household and all of that shit. But when a bitch smart and was able to go down with them attorneys, okay, parents had bank to help pay for attorneys so you could make sure you got what you needed to get. Because when I remember them on Iyanla and all of that, it very much gave their parents created the toxicity in their lives, but their parents were very stable and was taking care of, you know what I'm saying? Like, these kids didn't really grow up starving or anything. They look like they grew up, like, you know, with a level of education and access. That means when they get with these men, they're not just like broads off the street that y'all think. No, these are girls that were raised for this.
You see Evelyn and her daughter's reaction though? They was like, fuck, we ain't do it right.
Right.
He said 244,000. They said, like, shit, we ain't, you know, we're not doing enough.
I'm hollering.
Because y'all fucking, well, first of all, I think Evelyn, you didn't have enough kids for the right one dude, which is honestly a better situation for you, that you lived your life the way you did, more free.
Yeah.
But your daughter, the game?
No, really, that. Oh,
not even a baseball player. Not even a baseball player. The game.
The game.
Asean.
The game.
Girl.
And then after that, she was just drinking her wine because she like, fuck. And you could still get the 244, Shanice. You could still get it.
Can she?
Yes.
From you pretty.
Oh, from another. Oh, wow.
Yeah, not from the gang.
Asian, Indian,
you got
white.
it. Go
Oh.
find you
baby?
one.
Don't have a baby to get it. Please don't.
No, get married first.
No.
Get married first.
Just
Get married for at least 2 years. Make sure your prenup
Yeah.
includes like a monthly bill to pay for everything that you're gonna be doing in a relationship, money on the back end, some type of like, retirement fund for you. Like make sure all of that shit, all of those ducks are in a row, marry the motherfucker, and then start having the children as necessary as you feel to do so.
Right.
Clocking that each child adds to a percentage amount that you will receive if and when you guys break up.
Right. Her child need a sibling anyway.
But I also say be mindful because I feel like men are also not finna let y'all keep playing them, right? How they see it, that they gonna go to the point where they gonna take the damn kids from you. You ain't get shit out of me and you ain't gonna be able to see your children.
They will.
So that's
They
something that you gotta be mindful of.
You gotta
If
get the right
Gilbert done
rich
sat
man.
up there and snatched the damn kids from Laura.
So
And
see,
I would-
these are not the right rich men. The right rich men know that this is the job. Like this is what you do.
Yeah, the
You
right
marry the
ones,
woman,
yes.
you give her the nice little
Yeah.
setup. Y'all have the kids, you enjoy her, and then you send her on the way and
Yes.
put up in a house somewhere. So
Yes.
and she can get this right rich man because she was first of all raised by a hoe. She know how to play the game, and she has the aesthetic that she could get the richer of the men. It doesn't always
could.
have to be these hood niggas that she tends to
Mhm.
get for herself. She could get with men that know what the job is. These
Mhm.
other, like a lot of these niggas, they never had anything, so they don't really recognize how they're being stingy with a lot of money. They do, but
Yeah.
they don't think about it the way
They
actual
don't.
rich men think
Mhm.
about it. Like
Mhm.
this is a family. Like this is what you do. You pay for the family.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah.
You pay for the family.